Welcome, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Maazi Ezeoke's Friday Hangout, where we talk about so many things without boundaries, where we say things the way we think they ought to be said. We also take serious matters and we try to look into them, but without being too serious about them. You know, when we do Friday Hangout, every single Friday on this platform, we expect that you go get yourself something to drink because obviously you can see my cup here has got some content as usual. On this platform, every Friday, 7 p.m. Nigerian time, 7 p.m. UK time, we will and we continue to bring to you the things that happen around Nigeria, around the mother continent of Africa, and around the globe. Without further ado, this evening I have a special guest for us. I went beyond the seven seas and I looked for that person that you for so long may have missed, who is back in our midst. I have no other person here than my good brother, friend. I call him, he's a politician, he is an he is an artist, he's a musician, and the Gyration master himself. Join me to welcome to Njenje Media TV, Honorable Tony OneWeek Muanagor. Tony, you're welcome to Njenje Media TV.
Thank you so much, my brother. I'm happy to be here. And I want to also appreciate the viewer, whoever is listening to the sound of our voices. I want to appreciate you. My drink is somewhere ready. A Friday hangout. I did with
Exactly. So we are hanging out here. So many of you watching us, please join us in this hangout. Get your questions ready. You know, this here, this is not like the 2014 national conference where they tell us there are no-go areas. In this place of hangout, we do not have any boundaries. We'll go anywhere we want to go. So without wasting more time, you know, there's been a lot that has happened. In the 90s, late 90s, early 2000, everybody knew the Gyration master. You know, we knew right from Oko, Lagos, in the areas of Masha, Kilo, you know, you were in the airwave. Every December, you are the one that ruled the radio stations everywhere in all the sitting rooms. Onward December, no go, reminding people that December is here. But suddenly, we appear not to have seen you. You became serious. You became a politician. Now, but after a while, you had that stint into politics and you came out. Would you tell us what made you at that point go into politics? Gịnị mekwa na iji at some point nọkọtakwa dịkwa ka onye pụtara apụta?
Well, I want to appreciate you for that, wonderful question. The truth of the matter is that I define myself, I describe myself as a jack of all trades, master of none.
Or rather,
And,
master of all.
master of none. But some people say I am master of gyration. You understand? So in 1998, before 1998, I was already writing movies. In fact, I went into music by accident. It's not like it's something I planned. I've always had the flair for music. I always wanted to be like Michael Jackson, because growing up, that was, the guy that we were looking up to. Bob Marley and Michael Jackson are my best, till even in death, they still remain my best two musicians. So growing up, I wanted to be a musician, but my mother wanted us to go to school. I remember those days, myself and my younger brother, immediate younger brother, Peter, we always wanted to make music. We went around to Tabansi Records. So we've submitted demos, those early years. At some point, I tried to get into school to read law. I couldn't get admission. It was cutting. That's you know
Cut
say
off
jump
mark.
now where cut off mark 260. I went
Yeah.
250.
Mm.
So I had that experience for like twice or three times. And I said, no, let me go. My elder brother advised me to go to Oko.
Polytechnic.
We have a relation that's the PRO then.
Mm.
Uh, Mbemena. So he saw me in Owosi and he was like, my brother said, why not go and stay in Oko and be taking that your jump if you want to, you know. So I
Mm.
said, okay. Oh. And then I went to Oko. The night I got into Oko, there was a show. So I told them I can sing any Bob Marley song. They gave me the opportunity. I went on stage. Oh. The first night, I went and I started singing Bob Marley, and everybody was happy. No woman, no cry. You know, I
As a
just did like
new.
3 different Bob Marley songs for them, and people were
Okay.
happy. But when I saw I become star already, I just entered school. Oh. So one thing will lead to another. I'll join the K Guys Club in 1986. I joined the K Guys Club, you know, did OND. By the time I was finishing OND, I was too popular in the school that I wasn't even thinking about leaving the school. The school was
Mm.
comfortable. I was playing in the football team for the school, top nine. And then at the end of the day, I went for my 1 year IT in Enugu, National Nigerian Television Authority, where
NTA.
I was under Jikato, the late Jikato. I then finished the IT, went back for my HND, finished. Long story short, I finished mass communication in Oko and went for my youth service. So after my youth service, I went uh, to Lagos on holiday. Um, then I ran into Kenneth Okonkwo, who was having an audition for a movie, Betrayal Part 2.
Mm.
So one thing will lead to another, and I play music. Music was by accident. I wanted to survive. I was looking for how to survive,
But
and I
yeah.
was making movies, writing movies for people. My first movie was Narrow Escape. I wrote
Mm.
Narrow Escape. Yes, Tony Muanagor. If you go there, check now,
Mm.
you see my name there. It was actually my movie. I sold it to Andy Best of the
Mm.
blessed memory. Andy, I heard he just died last month or so. So I sold it to Andy Best and myself, Teko Benson, and Saint Obi, the late Saint Obi. We are all in the movie. Andy Amenechi directed the movie. So it was when I was writing the script of one of those movies that I saw Amaco Investments give Stanley Okode 300,000 for his song that was doing well. Yeah. So I now told Amaco that I'll give him music.
Onye Igbo.
Nah, it don't be like where they do the one way they do. They give you small money. Somebody come in, they carry 1 million, give them. I'm gonna ask Amago, can you hear this guy, man? Can you engineer this kind of money?
You change am for am.
They say music they sell now. I say, eh? I said, Oga, in that case, I will give you music. He started laughing. He said, Tony, are you not a musician? I said,
Mm.
don't worry. So we shot Evil Men in Enugu. We came back. As we
Mm.
were editing, God still used the same Amako, Gabriel Moses, to ask me. He reminded me, he said, Tony, where the music, where the
Mm.
music, where you say, you give me now? Have you not get music again? Now, I collected my balance, 25,000. If we go to 25,000, my balance, meanwhile, I only have 300,000. So I collect my balance. Then Nata Sonny Collins, who was also with my 15,000. I had
Mm.
40,000. I went to the studio. So I saw the late Johnson Davis. Wow.
Now used to go,
I
everybody, man, scary.
saw the late Johnson Davis and I gave him the money and said I needed to make music. We went into the studio. He got 2 sessions. I did only one side where we couldn't complete one side with the
Mm.
songs I wrote. The
Mm.
songs I wrote was like those songs because I was imitating uh Onyanyele Egonu, gospel artist. I was writing, you think say you get power, make you try Jesus, you go bow.
Mm.
Jesus now my only juju. First thing when they go from church to church, and I shall go.
Mm.
Those were the gospel songs I took to the studio.
Mm.
So, but we couldn't, by 2 a.m., we couldn't complete one side because I didn't have enough songs. So they said I should go and come back. I said, who go? Me. Go come back with which money? Cool down, no. We are finishing this in here today. Oh. They said, oh, oh boy, you need songs now. I said, give me pen and paper. So at a point, they gave me pen and paper. And to the glory of God, in Genja, I wrote 6 pages. And
Mm.
those 6 pages were the songs that made me popular in the world. Those 6 pages were everybody gyrate. When trouble come your way, everybody run out. Original songs. So
Mm-hmm.
original when trouble come your way and in a year.
Mm-hmm.
Okochani Bomo, Onwa December no Lubego. These are the songs that I wrote by that's at the spur of the moment.
Because
So but I was
you didn't want to
leveraging.
lose your money.
Huh?
You didn't want to lose the money you paid for the
No,
studio.
I didn't have money to come back. It's not like losing money. If I had money, I would have said, okay, now make I go right, make I come back. So you see that sometimes pressure makes you better.
Stronger,
So
yeah.
I function under pressure. I seem to be able to do better
More.
when I'm choked. You know,
Mm.
God will come through and I'll fire. And that was
Mm.
how 21 week that was how the musician came out. The day
Mm.
they were launching it, Peter Edochie was the chairman of the launching at the National Arts Theatre in Gomu.
Mm.
That day, the only thing I said to the crowd when I was asked to speak was, Fred Amata was there. I just said, that's why I take the musician. Oh. I'm telling you, that was what I said on the mic. Because then I was doing just stand-up comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Now we be stand-up comedians. You see, those days you will see people like Ali Baba, right? Okay, Bakasi. Now my set be that. And let me
Mm.
tell you something. I don't know who is watching me, but stand-up comedy in Nigeria ended with our set.
Mm.
Quote me. It ended with our set, and I'll tell you why. These days, they know they crack jokes again now. They know they crack jokes. It's just to start abusing people or asking for money or, trying to intimidate people into giving you money. I watch some of those shows.
Mm.
I watch shows. I don't want to mention names. The so-called comedian will get up with microphone and he doesn't tell jokes. He will just okay, and are you not today? Now you come I see many women around you, and are you carry this? Now this why I carry come today. Okay, you know, small time you go anybody will give me money here, I go give a double. You know, you go begin to talk to people at a point you will intimidate somebody to the point that the person will spray you money. That's
Mm-hmm.
not comedy now. A comedian is supposed to come out, stand, crack jokes, and you enjoy it. If anything comes from the crowd that needs to be utilized at that time, spontaneity is part of the job. You use
Mm-hmm.
it, but not to abuse. There was one comedian those days that insulted the owner of Grand Hotel. We came for an event. Now the man they pay us. You stand in front of the man, crack joke we give the impression say the man get problem. I don't want to tell you what they did to the guy. Of course, they banned him from coming to Grand Hotel, you know. So my brother, music for me was more
So
like
so
a
it will be fair. It will
survival
be fair.
strategy. Huh?
It will be fair to say the former governor of Kaduna State wrote a book called Accidental Public Servant. So it will be fair to say that Tony, 1 week Muanagor, is accidental music. What became accidental musician.
Not really. It will not be fair to me because if you check my profile, if you check my background, you will know that I became a songito in Kegai's Club in
Yes.
Oko. Since 1986, I dey sing. It's just
Mm.
that I didn't see the limelight. And then when I went to University of Nigeria, Enugu campus for my master's degree, I did PGD, MBA. While I was in school, I ran into AB Cowboy, some other guys, with the AK guys. We gathered ourselves. We made one with cassette. We made one with raw drummings. Now we they dramatize. Now we they songitize. So person will see me. I was a superstar in school. If we are going for gyrations, any school where we enter, they go they ask whether 1 week they inside that bus. If they say now okay, people come. Only 1 week so so they will carry us, myself and one guy called Dennis Onslike Junior. Junior, anybody that went to Oko knows Junior. Junior was our goalkeeper. He was Anambra disco dancing champion in 1979.
Wow.
Dennis Onslike Junior. He's now a pastor. He lives in Port Harcourt.
Baba.
Right? Yes, he's now a pastor, a man of God. So it will not be fair to say it was me, but an accidental musician. No, just say that I went into music accidentally. I went into music. It wasn't like I prepared to now go to Lagos and start doing music. I went in and started writing movies, started acting, started managing jobs, started directing. Before something now triggered my consciousness. And I went into the studio and shocked the producer.
So you are a songito. I was
a songito.
And I am a drumito. So one day we shall ever combine, combine.
Are you an entity?
Babao. Area de Tawich.
Elia Tawinji. May you walk and never stumble. Who was the chefe that transbounded your Comrado carriability?
Comrade de Olisa.
How come I'm not hearing you very well?
Can you hear me better? Can you hear me better now?
Okay, I can hear you.
Okay. I think Comrade de Olisa. It's been a long time. It's been
19 what? I just want to know the Chifo, where the school.
90,
Chifo is like the president of the club.
I know now. Huh? 96, 97. 96, 97.
96, 97. I don't come out school that time, sir. But in any case, it's okay. It's okay.
But let me come back to, while you were talking, you made mention of many of the colleagues that have really left us, obviously, from this part of the world. Recently, there was this actor, Muanagor. Many have asked, the late Muanagor, if how related are you to him? That's what the Nollywood veteran.
Okay, Amechi is my. Can I go?
Amechi, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, Amechi is my cousin. Amechi is my cousin brother now. His father and my father are of the same father. As in the same man. Na him born Amechi papa and my papa. But they are not the same mother. So my father's dad married 3 wives. Right? So one of the wives, the one that gave birth to Amechi's father. So Amechi, the fact remains that we became like the brothers we are. We became close during, as colleagues. So we from time to time we worked together. Of course, I'm the one that ventured into making movies by myself. So I was the one that employed him. You understand my point? I've never seen him produce a movie or something. So, but I'm the one that has been producing movies and needing to get him involved and pay him to act for me. So we had a wonderful relationship.
Yeah, if I stay in the trajectory of Nollywood, and I see that whenever the Nollywood actors, the ones who embrace in our screens, whenever they get sick, It happened with Ibu. It happened with so many of them. They appear to be, asking for help whenever they get sick. So how can Nollywood, in your mind, change that? That is no longer the case.
By the way, let me start by saying that Nollywood, why it looks like this. Everybody has, every industry, every profession has its own challenges, and people also ask for help in hospitals, in the markets, in any other industry. Just that we are in front of the camera, we are visible, people see us. So if anything, God forbid, if there has anything, any scandal, anything, everybody knows immediately, because now person where they see for TV every time. So that's the challenge the industry has. We are visible to the public, so they know how you live with your family, what you do is on the screen. So now, coming to the side of the industry, the business is wayward, as in, I don't want to use it in the strict sense of the phrase wayward, but I want to look at it from the point of, it puts you on the road, way, as in that it puts you on the road all the time. So most of our people don't realize that there's a difference between what you do at home and what you do outside. If you're at home, probably if you have a wife, when you come back, your food is prepared. You eat well. You eat, in the right proportions for nourishment. But while you're on the road, anything where you see, you go chop now. Maybe you run into, if you chop them, drink Coke, you know. How many times do you go for checkup? Our people don't check all those things. And then the job is sometimes can be, it's done out of passion, but it can be strenuous too, right? And then because of the nature of the industry, it's not as people think. It's make believe. You see some artists, you see some actors, the way they look on set for you to watch them, they communicate characters that are so affluent. But if you check their shoes, you see that they don't have the money. Do you understand? So there are some of them that are okay, good, probably the top stars there. But most of them, okay, look at what some exposes, some things that we are beginning to hear about Nollywood immediately after Junior Pope's demise. Some people are paid 10,000, 15,000 for working for 2 weeks non-stop. Every morning you wake up like 5 a.m. You are carrying generator and all that, PA, and then they do the most works, in the scheme of things, and yet you pay them 10,000, 15,000. I saw one broadcast by NSOB, and I felt so bad. That amount was what we were paying in 1996. So I didn't expect that by now, today, people can still be earning, that amount. So the industry is, how do I put it, is riddled with such problems, and we manage too much here. We are not organized to the point that we draw contracts. No, sometimes if you say you even want the contract, you can lose the job.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Nigeria is like that. And so it's in a place like the US, the UK, developed, civilized countries. Before you go and shoot, you have your contract. So, like what happened in the river, it couldn't have happened now, because even the government itself, the standard, the basic standard is that as you get into a boat anywhere in the developed world, my brother, you go wear a life jacket now. Even if you're not wearing it, then they'll show you where it is. I mean, it's a cruise, Abby.
Yes.
Because the cruise is like you're in a house. It's not like you make it when there's crisis, those things will be utilized.
Saying what you say now reminds me of when I go to the United Kingdom with my family and we go for canoe paddling, the river is actually not that deep, but you dare not get into that small kayak without the proper life jacket strapped, really, because the person that's going to let you in will ensure that it's properly strapped, that it's
Yes.
buckled, not just putting it on, that is really buckled. Yet you still have lifeguards around. And, I understand what you mean. Now, but to my next question, at what point did you make the transition from an actor, a musician, into politics? Because you were elected as a House of Assembly member in Anambra State. And I believe you served under Willie Obiano, right?
Yeah, I served under Peter Obi and Willie Obiano.
Okay. So at what point, what made you make that transition? Because it's many people, I know many people, many actors and musicians who have tried so many times to make that
Yes.
transition. It's not easy. But in your case, it appears to be a walkover and you made it happen. How come?
No, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, my brother. Just that, like I said, like I told you earlier, I'm jack of all trades, master of none. I'm very restless. I'm a restless spirit. I don't like to be in one place. Even while I was writing, I will act a little bit. I will manage. I will direct. So I don't know. That's just my nature. Anywhere I am, and it becomes, quickly boring. I tried to try another thing. And by the way, in 2005, I contested. I guess the trigger. There's always a trigger for something to happen.
Mm,
So I was getting tired of the industry. A lot was going wrong, and I felt I could change the industry. So in 2005, there was an election. I was in Germany on a tour, music tour with my boys. We were in Germany 2005, December till March. And from there, I heard that the Actors Guild were having an election. And I said I'll contest for presidency so that I'll change the industry. So when I came back, I contested against Ejika Shebu and Emeka Rolas.
mm,
So when I came back, it was obvious that the industry was courtism. Courtism, as in not the type of courtism in school,
yeah,
courtism of homosexuality, courtism of a whole lot of things were happening in the industry then. So I
mm,
spoke out. I remember I was the first guy that spoke out. It was on Punch. There's homosexuality in Nollywood, Tony 1 week. My name
mm,
was there, you know. So I I was contesting. Unfortunately, I don't want to say unfortunately because it was what changed my life, really, is this story I'm telling you. Um, I didn't dobale to the marketers because the marketers were the problem then. And I acknowledge that the marketers were the problem then because they were the people at the forefront of whatever was happening in the industry. It was because of their lack of wisdom or their lack of vision or their lack of, I don't want to say education so that it doesn't sound like I'm abusing anybody. Because now we suppose get DSTV. If those people at the helm of affairs then knew what they were supposed to do,
mm,
we were the people that we are supposed to, because we literally handed over the business to the South Africans. We were in charge, we were on top. So they will come, they will say they want to buy our movie. They will offer us some money. Naturally, we reason like traders. That if we sell 1, 2, 3, 4 movies, you will buy one car. You know. So at the end of the day, they started making movies like fire, like commodities,
mm,
forgetting that one movie can take you all your life. It is
mm,
creativity. It is your creative content that you can eat, you can feed from for the rest of your life. Just one.
mm,
So imagine assuming we had a good industry, music industry, when in 1998 God gave me this monster hit. I'll be flying like helicopter here now. I
mm.
mean, but because of piracy, because I just gained the popularity that came out of it, and there was really, you can't
No
really say
financial.
There's so much money. There wasn't money. It's now that there's money in the business. So what I was telling you, I went for the election, but the marketers were against me because they said I didn't come to tell them that I'm contesting for election. And they supported AGK. Funny enough, I didn't have a lot of money. I was just campaigning. I toured the whole country. Night bus. The next morning I'll be in Kano. The next day I'll go to Abuja, Kano, Kaduna, everywhere. So on the election day, unfortunately, let's say not unfortunately, because I'm grateful to all of them, but they were the people that opened my eyes that people loved me. I will just say something and they will accept it without money. I got 66 votes. The person that won got 9 votes on top of the 66. And that 9 votes was the 9 votes from the River State delegates. River State delegates. And River State was where he studied, University of Port Harcourt. The delegates were Sam Dede, Hilda Dokubo, all the people that were his people. I didn't go to River State to campaign because we were told that the AGN had a problem. Emeka Rollas didn't go there to campaign because we didn't know they were going to vote. But because the late Ifeanyi Dike, who was the chairman of the AGN then, had been compromised, so to say, they said, oh, go ahead, let's continue the election. We went to police. So I said, I never made the election. Now, these 9 people will not vote. They said after the marketers, it came upon them, the planning committee now said, Tony, you know what? Let them vote. If you have a problem after the election, you can now protest. That was how God singled out that 9 votes. 9 votes was what he used to win.
Wow.
Keyamo was my lawyer then. He wanted me to go to court. I said, no need. No need. I left Lagos. I moved to Abuja. That was when I joined PDP. I continued with entertainment. It was in that when I got to Abuja that I met Obi Kubana too. All these guys we have known since 2005, right? I was in Abuja. I was still doing music, still doing comedy, still playing in shows, major shows in Nigeria. I was living in Abuja when I performed in the show that 50 Cent was part of.
Yeah.
I was one of the guys on that aircraft when Idris and his boy and 50 Cent's boys had the altercation.
The squabbles, yeah. Okay.
Yes. 50 Cent was never in the aircraft. So I needed to clear that.
Okay. I've seen some argument with Daddy Freeze and they say 50 Cent
yes,
he fought, but you came out to say that 50 Cent was not in that aircraft.
He wasn't in the aircraft. He was in the hotel. He was coming to join us.
But why would he then claim that he was in the aircraft, that he fought for the industry?
To be honest with you, I don't really know. You know, that story is to me is stale. I didn't want to, get myself involved in it because I was thinking this thing don't pay now. I'm gonna leave this thing. Because I don't like to chase clout. I like to do I like to do what is happening now. And that's why in 2023.
So in Abuja, you joined PDP then and now
yes,
came home.
So I joined PDP. Olisametu is my childhood friend. So I joined PDP with his guidance. I tried to get the ticket. That's why I was telling you that it wasn't easy. I tried to get the ticket, secure the ticket of PDP. But the man who didn't give the ticket told me straight up, Tony, you are still a young man. We can make you commissioner. So and so person is the person we are giving the ticket. So I left the man's house devastated. So I left. 2010, I decided to join ACN. And I went to meet Dr. Chris Ngige. And he said, Tony, OneWeek, I've heard about you, I've heard your music. Well, you want address. Go and start working for the party. So I went and I started working for the party. To the glory of God, I won the primary. And the primary was like option A4. So, and I believe that it was my popularity my God-given popularity as Gyration Master, because everybody was like, "Whoa, Tony, 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 Tony," you know. So 2011, I won the ticket and I won the main election. And I'll go to they can make campaign where I'll go to campaign. They will say, Tony, if you can sing for us, sing. Or if you are tired of singing, then just go. We are going to vote for you. And I tell you, they vote. They voted
So
for me.
it's quite
I didn't
funny.
spend money.
So it's quite funny. While others were sharing wrapper, bags
I'm
of rice,
telling
we were
the
singing.
guy that contested against me for the primaries was sharing TV, television, fan.
Wow.
That fan, full fan of the mud. At the end of the day, I think God just wanted to bless me. And God showed me the way. So because the Actors Guild election was like a test case to show me that I could go to some people, talk to them, tell them what I'll do for them, and they'll believe me. So I sat back and I thought about it, and I was like, this Actors Guild only, if I even win them, now he go draw me back, now he go slow me down. Because there's no official vehicle, there's no salary. There's no, the constituency is trouble. So I now decided to, go for the other one. So, but all in all, I thank God.
Oh yeah. My guest, I believe his system has knocked him off. Okay, he's rejoined me now. Let me bring him back in. Sorry, I think your system knocked you off. It's fine.
Oh,
Can
okay.
you hear me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know where you heard last.
So you were basically talking about that you could talk to people and they believe you and eventually won that.
Yes, yes,
Hmm.
yes. It
So
showed me
now
that
you
election, that Actors Guild election showed me that people really,
can
can
listen
listen
to
to
you.
me.
Yeah.
And
So now
then,
if you've learned that people can listen to you and they can vote for you and you promise them something, do you consider yourself that the time you were in the assembly that you actually delivered the promises you made to the people? Or do you think there are things you can tell the young aspiring politicians, that things that could inhibit them from delivering their promises?
yeah, of course. Of
Hmm.
course. Most certainly. I can't judge myself. I can't be a good judge of myself. If I tell you I did fantastic, it's only when you go and check. So what I always tell people, interviewers, what I tell them, people that I'm a guest in their programs, I always tell them um, to go and go to the House of Assembly, Oka. There's
Hmm.
a clerk there. You can investigate me. Tell
Hmm.
them Fifth Assembly, I was there. I was the minority leader. Uh,
Hmm.
Tell them the results will shock you, because you will see that same Tony 1 week, the Gyration Master, was the member that sponsored the highest number of motions and bills. It's not easy. And I was doing it from as a minority. I wasn't a member of APGA.
Hmm.
I was an opposition to the government. I was the alter ego. I was the de facto shadow governor in the state.
Hmm.
Anything that His Excellency Mr. P2B did, I was the first to challenge it. I will come to the floor of the house and say the governor did the wrong thing by doing so and so. And the majority that is APGA will shout, "Hey, sit down, sir." Well, I say, my friend, sit down too. I was the one that was checkmating them. I was the one that. So for me to be able to do that and play that role and still come out as the man that sponsors. And the only way you can speak, the only ways, two ways you can speak in the floor of the house is either through motions or bills.
Hmm.
You don't just get up and start talking.
Hmm.
Once the house is in session, the only way you will be allowed to talk is if you raise your hand, the speaker will say, "What do you have to say?" Mr. Speaker, I have a motion, or I want to present a bill.
Mhm.
That's all. A petition from your constituency. So for you to do that, that means you must have been speaking every day in
Mhm.
that house. So my representation in the actual sense of the word legislator. You make laws. Making laws, lawmaking is your basic responsibility, not going to build houses for your constituents or giving them money or building road. You are not building road. You are to tell the government, governor, go and build so and so road in Mpo or Obosi or Umuoji or Idani, my constituency, right? So when people judge politicians, our people judge politicians wrongly. A lawmaker does not owe you donations. But even at that, my constituency projects, there's no town in Idemili North while I was there that the minimum I did in each town is a culvert, minimum culvert. I must choose a project and do there. Ezeoke, for example, spur of the moment kind of, I packed one day, I saw that market, Ezeoke, that market along the road. I stopped, came in there, asked them, what is your need? What do you need? What's your basic need here? The elders, the old women, they told me, I had a table, I had a chair, I rent, they rent chairs. Old women, 90 years, 80 years, 70 something years, bent. I said, okay, go for no. They were about 35 that day. I counted them. I went back to Oka, activated one guy from Obosi. My PA went. And I low table, now low banquet. About I think a month later or so. I just landed there with those chairs. Say have one alive. The old ones in front, the younger ones behind. The care table noche. Till today, they don't there. 21 week.
Okay.
You know, Obosi, I built because Obosi my town. And they're going to be corner watching. You know, Obosi, if you go to Buemobi Primary School, you see one building there. Only one I go. Yeah, I've heard there, my name there. You go to Uyomota Primary School, convent, you see one. Nami. You go to Umuobodo Gamoma, my own village, you see one market there. I activated the market, I built it. You understand? Then I gave Idemili North youths, many of them jobs in the civil service. So I want you to know that if I want to judge myself, I want somebody else to judge me. You understand? You can naturally remember that you are not. Nobody is perfect, though.
Yeah, sure.
Because whichever, no matter how good you think you are, there's somebody that hates you. There's somebody that does not like you at all.
That's true.
No matter how many fans you have, there's somebody that will say, God punish that idiot. That type of mentality. Every
That's
time on also say but to the glory of God, I think I have made an impact on society, but I want to do more. I want to do more through music. Nobody knows what I'll still do tomorrow, though.
So before I depart from, if you take 30 seconds, what is your greatest takeaway from your sojourn in politics?
My greatest takeaway is never you trust anybody. When our people are wicked, our people are mean. In fact, desperately wicked. It Bible there. The heart of man is desperately wicked. And I don't know if it's poverty. I don't know what, but I can see some comments. Somebody else said, Tony, 1 week.
Presidential Lodge, Yoko.
Yes. The lodge.
I want to take the last part of this. I wish we can have this conversation for long, but I understand that you have a life also. But I think we could have actually
Sorry. I derailed. Sorry, anyway, I just saw the comment. So what I'm trying to say is that it's just important to appreciate that the world is full of dynamics, and a lot of things move people. A lot of things can change people. So that makes you don't trust people. Don't trust. That's what I learned from the house, is that our people can be gullible. I don't know whether it's out because of poverty. I don't know because of maybe the severity of the austerity, you know. But our people are losing that capacity to withstand, to be credible. People are losing that capacity on a very fast pace. There are people that I don't want to deal with in my lifetime ever again. Yes, because I burnt my fingers trying to deal with them. Do you understand? People are not to be trusted, and I don't even think that our people are ready, really ready, truly ready for progress.
Okay. Before we go further, quickly, I want us to listen to this. You know, I understand that in recent time, the other day I was listening to some of your music on Instagram.
Ayé ti dá yẹ́lò lólìlò, lólìlò lólìlò. Ayé ti dá yẹ́lò lólìlò, lólìlò lólìlò. Ayé ti dá yẹ́lò lólìlò, lólìlò. Ayé ti dá yẹ́lò lólìlò, lólìlò lólìlò. Ayé ti dá yẹ́lò lólìlò. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi dáraba ayé. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi dáraba.
Baba o. That's never stop. Now, I look at this. It says this is coming out in May.
Yeah, May 29th.
May 29th. Wow.
Yes.
Now, beyond that this song is coming out on May 29th, I now saw another song that really brought, almost tears to my eyes when I listened to this song of yours. And I felt like, wow, this is good. Let's listen to this.
This is the history of Nigeria. One step forward, two steps backwards. Now listen. Oyibo go, then Balewa come. Balewa and Azikiwe na them rule. As them go agree, Ironsi come. Them kill Ironsi, then Gowani come. Gowani go, Moritala come. Them buy Moritala, Obasanjo come. Obasanjo go, then Shagari come. Them remove Shagari. Buhari come. Buhari go, then Babangida come. Maradona go. Shone come. Shone Congo. Abacha come. Abacha bye. Abdul Salami come. Salami go. Obasanjo come again. Papa go. Yaradua come. Yaradua bye. Jonathan come. Good luck he go. Buhari come again. Buhari go. Jagabani come. All these people rule. We see they where we dey. Opona go back the wrong cock. Nisia the wrong man.
Achieval Gyration. Now, the last part of that needs some translation.
Yeah, literally translating it will mean is the clipper not sharp, or is the head not good, not okay. Now, when the Baba, it's an adage. Yes, it's an Igbo adage. It's either the head is not good or the clipper, the Baba, doesn't know what he's doing.
No,
so that's the question.
In
Nigeria now, see all these people who don't rule us, all of them, the chronicle of leadership. Because now we pursue the Oyibo no be plan go. And in places that they remain, sometimes I even while I was in the house, I was screaming that Zik, una for leave Oyibo, make it day. Una for leave them, make them day. Develop things, we abhor development. We don't like anything good. If you even develop something, our people will destroy it. So why don't we allow, if you go to Enugu, go to GRA, Benin, go to Lagos, go everywhere, you will see houses that Oyibo themselves built like in 1940s. They are still standing strong. But the one we are building, we will build it today, next tomorrow it will fall. Roads that Oyibo built in 1960s are still strong today. The ones we build, we construct with before 2 weeks, rain go fall, it go come out. So I don't know whether Nigeria will ever be okay, because this is the chronicle of the people who have ruled us, and yet we are still where we are. We still there where we did. There's no movement. They say dollar fall. Which dollar fall? Where the dollar fall? Now magic be that now. It's ordinary magic. Okay, has it not started rising back again? And since the dollar fell, what has happened to the fuel price? Has it gone down? Has any commodity gone down? In Anambra State, I heard they actually added 20 naira on top of 700 naira. It was 700 naira. They went on strike. They closed. Then people were buying 1,005 a liter. And then they now came back and then added 20 naira. Now we did do ourselves. That's why I told you that our people are wicked. Wicked. Our people are wicked. Everybody wants to be, sauce on yawa.
I understand that there is this song also that you released today. So
yeah, money spender.
This segment, this is exclusively to Njenje Media TV for anyone to hear and listen to this song first here. So remember where you are the day you listen to this song. You are on my one-on-one with Tony, OneWeek Muanagor, and he released this song here. Now let's listen to this song before we take the last segment.
Another one.
Okay, I can't see what I'm doing.
To God. So, T1 music. Okay, ngabasi. A big money spender.
Vai ver o cara, vem ver o cara. Vai ver o cara, não, Friday Hangout.
Friday Hangout.
What can I do? Every money spender.
Why, make you send your hazard.
Don't worry, I got double like that. So if they want to watch the full video, they have to head to. Tell them where they
YouTube.
The full video.
They YouTube.
They have to head to your platform on YouTube and watch the full video. Now,
21 week.
In this segment now, I understand that you are planning some world tour. So this is an opportunity for those of you watching us from all over the world, from America, from Europe, and from Asia. So when are you heading to their city so that they can, polish their dancing shoes, add oil, and add some small Maggi so that they can, prep to see you one-on-one?
Okay, we are coming to the UK. We are starting the tour. It's the 21 week UK Gyration tour. So we are starting with the UK. After UK, I may say Europe. One day China, I get to China self. But this comeback is real. It's mega. It's massive, and I appreciate the support of the fans. The fans have shown me that they love me. The comments, the feedback that I've gotten so far shows that I was missed. The Gyration Master is back. So we are doing UK from June ending through July and August. In fact, I got on a UK until the Notting Hill Carnival, So UK, if you're in UK and you are listening to me or watching this Friday hangout, we're enjoying it. We're enjoying it. We're going here. We are now enjoying it. So
we're hanging out. We're hanging out.
We're hanging out. All hanging. We're not hanging. No, there's no rope here, but I'm hanging out with Njenje Media. You got to go. My own brother. That one of the life na reading. So I know about reading. The timetable, the venues and the addresses will be published by month end, and I'll make it available to Njenje Media too.
So guys, watch out at the YouTube community section. The moment that information gets to us, the staff members would publish that. So again, I believe there is, anyhow how you get your ticket. Some of the tickets you might get them.
Yeah, it's going to be on Eventbrite.
Some of them you might, because I know some of you, some of you don't have credit card or anything, so you want cash. We will take, you take cash as well. Even the cash are the better.
Yes.
You can also come wherever they are. I understand there will be north, that I think Manchester, Liverpool, couple of areas.
Yeah, Bournemouth, in London City, Reading, Bristol.
Reading, probably Bristol, So it's going to be a bash in the UK. Maybe you come into Germany. I mean, you can look at Hamburg, Frankfurt, maybe Hanover, couple of cities in Germany too.
Yeah, we taught there, like I was telling you in my story, 2005, we were 2005, 2006. I went to 6 cities in Germany, about 10 in Italy. And I am up to New York now. We are here. No stopping. The beauty of it is that gyration is forever.
I'm telling you.
When trouble come your way, everybody run away. When money come your way, everybody busy body. When Yawa day for you, everybody Ben Johnson, Njenje. Them go deny, they don't know you again. Them go deny you, they don't know you again. No, then go deny, they don't know you again. I want if I man.
I be Dromeba.
Hey, okay. Don't worry, one of these days we go there together.
So what's going to happen now is, these shows are coming up, guys. The moment the venues availabilities, when they come up, try as much as possible to grab your ticket, the Gyration Master. But before I let you go, the last song that we heard seems like a departure from your usual gyration. When I was listening to it, I can hear Amapiano, I can hear High Life.
Yes.
Some people will say it's like a Miss Kobo,
Yes, that is exactly what it is. What I did, you see, if you're a dynamic musician, if you're a dynamic singer, you move with the time, right? Even though, for that, I'm doing this pari passu, there's a reason behind the one you played about Nigeria, the one you played before that, and this one, why they are coming out like this. So you see, this is another aspect of the Gyration Master, right? So remember, I told you here that I was singing Bob Marley for people. It just shows you that I'm a singer. Gyration music is my brand that everybody knows me with. But it doesn't mean that I cannot be featured in Amapiano, straight Amapiano, and I will sing. I'll sing. So what I did is for people is High Life. High Life is like Gyration, just that it's slower than the pace of Gyration is kon kon kolon kon kolon. You understand? So that's just to show you that the Gyration Master is back, ready to mingle, ready to rumble. I call it Agaba, let's do it. And for those my fans waiting, they worry, say they no see me. Now I am back. Oh, somebody said 1 week, Okopoli. No, slim down. One day, this is what the stature you should fight for is to be calm.
Yeah.
So as you get older, you don't become sick.
Yes, many people don't know that at certain age to carry excess luggage is actually very, very unhealthy. Very,
Yes,
very
yes,
unhealthy. Yeah.
yes.
And it makes you, look at it. You're looking ever
Mark, I
young.
dey hear you.
Mm.
But my this Tony where you see, I've always alternated between 100 kg or kg,
Yes, KG.
100 kg, 98, 100, 98, all my life, all
Mm.
my adult life. If I get fat, I go past, maybe I go weigh 101. Somehow, I
Mm.
don't know. Maybe in the Wahala of Nigeria, they help us to day three.
So before you go, a little bit of politics. You're a
Okay.
politician. The current government has been in office now for 11 months, so to say. Next month, 29th of next month, they're going to be exactly 1 year in office. If you are going to rate them, how do you think this government has performed in your view?
Are you talking about Anambra State?
Well, Anambra State is over 2 years now. I'm talking about
You're
the
talking about
federal.
the federal government.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I, I don't like judging people before they finish their work, because you can judge the person today. Uh, 10 days to go, the person does something that will make you take back your word.
Mana asị
So
na a na-eji isi
that's what
arụ
I
ama
always.
ụtọ nsị. A na-eji isi
Yeah.
arụ ama ụtọ nsị. Asị na a na-eji isi arụ ama ụtọ nsị.
But I can't want to tell them for saying, well, man, I want to can be confusing.
So you have judged because now.
Somebody will get back here to know food have agents over here. You look at the toilet or no problem. So the truth of the matter is that one all the can be an same George as a ludo, my governor. You see her, no but my George, yeah. Was always a also one web in a road. We're going then then employment, then this, that, the economy, you know. And you can the person can still be planning. Now Choco unleash 2 years to go, or 1 year to go. You never can tell. So I think so far, from what we are, the last president, the whole country, Buhari's government really reduced Nigeria to the very least. So I see the government of Tinubu as a government that is continuing to grapple. The only difference is that they were part of the government before them. Do you understand? If assuming say Napitobi win election, enter now, this problem for still there for the grapple with them. For the grapple with them. And our place is not a place where things happen like so suddenly. Things don't change. For example, dollar fell, according to them, fell in parentheses. Now, go to the market, the same. In fact, every price is still increasing in the market. Fuel price is still increasing. So how do you balance it? You got to go. So I don't want to judge. I don't want to judge. Don't say I didn't answer your question, but I don't want to judge. I just want to hope that things get better. But if it doesn't get better, let the government go. Let another government try. You got 4 years is enough to test whether anybody can do well or not.
You've answered the question politically. I mean, that still confirms that you are still a politician. He make you a maneuver.
We are all political animals. They go a politician. You are a politician even in your house. You're a politician. There's politics in everything we do, even in the church. Everywhere there is politics. If you're not a political animal, you won't even survive in the world, not just in Nigeria. You must be, dynamism is part of politics. Thinking.
Sure.
This is when they say, look before you leap. Is it not politics about choosing, about choices, choosing between this and that? That's politics.
Okay, so thank you very much. Those of you who are online, I don't know if you have any questions for my guest, you can put them in the comment section. If you have any
It's just
question,
for you to let the world know that only 1Week is now available as a musician. Because those days I was in politics, people will call me and want me to play, come to our show, come and anchor this event, come and do that. I'll be like, no, I don't feel carry microphone for one hand, carry beer for the other hand. They talk say, I be member House of Assembly, get us be now. So the thing actually, slowed me down in the sense that I couldn't do, I couldn't harness my talent as much. But I still give God glory because it was through the talent that He gave me that honor. So on my CV today, it will always be former minority leader, Anambra State House of Assembly, former special advisor, to the governor on diaspora affairs, indigenous artworks, culture, and tourism.
So okay, actually, so when you left, when your tenure finished, Obiano actually, even when you were from the AC and then eventually APC,
No,
appointed you.
Yeah, you remember they really wanted me on their side. They told me, they sent emissaries to me, but I said, as a matter of my conscience, integrity. But I don't know, say they know they do integrity for Nigerian politics. So I don't want to say it was a mistake, because a lot of people feel that if I had agreed and joined APGA that time, I would have returned to the house. But I said no, I wanted to keep my credibility and my fans, So the get stories where I don't go fit, tell you, except when I see you face to face. But I still thank God, because at the end of the day, the person that now replaced me, we say the happy say person die, but that's exactly what happened. 1 year on that seat, the man died.
Oh.
So
Anyway.
So sometimes the lesson is, when anything happens in your life, just move on, because perhaps, I don't know, because we even represent me. Now the name of the deity, Idemili is the name of a deity. Idemili North. My town is Obosi, inside Idemili North. Idemili by Alose. So only God knows my Odigo destined that whoever was on that seat at that particular time must go. So there are many things we don't know. So may his soul rest in peace. So Ikepobona Chineke Semba, there Chelugodu one things we kagalo. Pota mo na ebe akwa na me win election. I may spend this year going to win because now can't spend the ego. The first one that I didn't spend shishi. The best things in life are free, bro.
But come to think of it here, the people loved you because you were a singer. The people loved you because you know of whom you are. Now, when you now went to work for the people after 4 years, the same people you worked for could not return you. Why do you think that happened?
Yeah, it's betrayal, and it's that thing that I told you now. Is the basis of why I told you that our people are desperately wicked. When they see you, it's better not. It's better to keep your distance. Whatever you do in life, keep a good distance that will secure your personality, and do not demystify yourself.
Yes.
Because when I went into my people and I walked with them and among them, I demystified
yourself.
The 21 week, right? And then with a little bribe, people were giving money to work against me, and they're still alive now. In my town, there was an announcement by the leadership of the town that 21 week is our son, but please don't vote for him. Let's vote for the person that the governor said we should vote for. 21 week that built 2 schools inside his town, that built market, that gave minimum of 20 of you people employment in the civil service. 21 week that gave one of you a slot, his own slot in pilgrimage to go to Israel. This is why politicians, this is why Nigerian politicians come in every 4 years. They give how much they pay you. They take it, they go. If you talk nonsense, they say, get out of my house in Apuala. Because they have paid you. 15 million alone. That was what I heard that they were given to betray me. But 1 year later, the person on the seat died. So don't you think that my grace is abundant? And a few years, like maybe 2 years later, because I left, I traveled, I came to US. By the way, I did US as I speak now. I traveled just to rest. 1 year, 2 years. By the third year, I decided to leave APC. I didn't like the feedback. You know, I was one of the people that championed the initial course for APC in Anambra State. Myself, Ifeanyi Bezi, there are so many of us that we are really the strong men of APC. So I decided to leave. So the moment I joined APGA, the governor called me, call, as in phone call. I picked. He said, Tony, when do we see? Yes, a great man, a wonderful soul. That's a Madu Konyab. Madu Konyab. So I moved. I went how to see him. I went to the lodge. I saw him. He said, no, Tony, you are not living here without. He made me senior special assistant first. And I left. I thanked him and left. He now told me, do whatever you can do for the government. Then his chief of protocol, who has become a very close ally and very close family friend, now took me like this and said, Tony, I want you to be speaking. I want you to be talking. Anything I am here, I want you to hold the microphone and moderate, anchor, speak. That was my job. Even when I was made special advisor and ESCO member, I was still talking. So you see that I didn't quite leave the mic.
Yeah.
I didn't leave the mic, except that 4 years I was in the house. Even when I was in the house, I brought Two-Face Idibia, a good friend of mine, Innocent. I brought him to Anambra State when I hosted the Anambra State Music Talent Hunt. The person that came first was signed by Now Music, the music management company that was handling Two-Face then. So Two-Face Idibia came to Anambra State. I hosted him. I kept him in Anambra State for 2 nights. Then we had our show. Then after we had that collabo, Ifedimma. If you Google Ifedimma, if you check Ifedimma,
I know the song.
You know the song. Yeah, that was when we did the song, 2012 or 2013. You know, so my brother, life is about being dynamic. And I'm somebody that never says die. You hate me, now your business. I don't send you. You love me, God will bless you. I won't stop. I'll keep moving. And when the people where they see me, I never do anything self because I have so much loaded. I'm loaded, as in loaded. Music, movies. Remember, I started as a writer. I'm creative. I'm a prolific writer. As we talk now, I can give you a storyline. I can write a script now. I get shoot H. Remember, Peter Edochie defined me in one of his posts about me. He said, when I was preparing for my 25th anniversary, 25 years in the industry, he said, Tony OneWeek is, by the way, Pete is my father. He's a great man, a wonderful soul. He's one mad. Papa Leo. So Pete said, Tony OneWeek is so prolific that those days, if you want him to write a script for you, he will tell you that no matter what the storyline is, that you will get your script in 1 week.
Wow.
That was how fast I was. Movies. Wow. And now those days with the right movies, no be now. Kita everything. You welcome to say, you know, I'm not saying that it's bad, though, but you need with depth when it is a movie. If it's a skit, no problem. By the way, I appreciate the internet. Internet was the government of Nigeria. The internet has given more jobs to our youths than the governments of the states, the government of the federation. So I appreciate Mark Zuckerberg and all the owners of TikTok, all of you. And God go bless you.
They've really created you know, these days, you know, if the internet goes away, that means almost half of the workforce will just disappear.
Yes, and they have reduced crime. They have reduced crime. If you check it, from the crime we are fighting against now is the crime of people that are either illiterate or people that the kidnapping is not the youth psychiater mostly no on their phone. Now Pilego na TikTok, more Facebook, more one thing or the other. You know, it's better for me that a boy is doing skit. You gotta go whatever he's doing. Then what they go legitimately is better than not on the outside. Now, you know. So I think they have reduced crime. They have refocused our youths, even though they were crying on the internet. Yes, but when you have an MS one camera, at his or our own risk.
It's been wonderful. I must say, it's been wonderful, really, talking to you. You know, and you are in America enjoying. Nigerians will say,
I'm in America working. I'm in California working.
Nigerians will say you are in America enjoying. And
yes, that's what everybody says.
Heat, no, Nigeria,
but Nigeria is the best. East, west, north, and south. Home is still the best too.
Home is
I enjoy Nigeria more than anywhere in the world.
I agree with you, 1,000,000%.
And they tell you, trust me.
Everybody they recognize, believable.
Yes,
believable. Yes. Honestly, it's I can't when I look at this song, I can't play this song enough. Once more, let's listen.
This is the history of Nigeria. One step forward, two
steps backwards.
Now listen.
Oyibo go, Balewa come. And Azikiwe na dem rule.
As them go,
Agui Irosi come.
Them kill Irosi, then go
Gowani come. Moritala come. Then find Moritala.
Obasanjo come. Obasanjo go, then
Shagari come.
Them remove Shagari.
Buhari come.
Buhari go, then Babangida come.
Maradona go.
Shone come.
Shone come go.
Abacha come. Abacha
bye.
Abdul Salami come.
Salami go.
Obasanjo
come again.
Baba go. Yaradua come.
Yaradua bye. Jonathan come. Good luck go. Buhari come again.
Buhari go.
Jagabani come. All these people rule. We still there where we dey. Obona go bad they won't come. This year they love man.
So, mana. What were you thinking? What was that? What was that trigger that got you to sing this song? What was that trigger?
Well, the truth of the matter now.
Is it because of a 2023 election? What I've been thinking, what was that trigger?
No, I was this song. I made it because I remember now Democracy Day, the 29th May, right? And I'm like, what's happening? What do we have to celebrate? Nothing. So far, nothing, because I'm one of the worst hit because I'm an average Nigerian. I don't go with escort. I don't know Nigeria. I drive myself.
I know.
So we are the ones that are exposed to. Make no mistake, people watching me. I don't lock my gate in my town. If you know me, my gate not open. There's no security. So the problem always hits people like me first. Because when I check it, I'm like, so that was more like the inspiration of, asking that question. It was a question I felt was necessary. for us to ruminate, think as we are getting to that democracy day, which originally was May 29. I think they said they moved it to June 12 later because of Abiola. But the truth of the matter is that May 29th, I decided to release the song was to signpost a hopeless situation. That's why I said I don't want to judge Tinubu until 4 years. When he finishes, then I can sit back and say, I'll come out physically this time around. I'll come out. Then I'll look at the political platforms and then I'll determine what I want to do. If he's good, I'll support him. If he's not good by my rating, I'll leave him and support who I think we should give a chance.
You've rated Buhari, the former president.
Yeah, because he's gone.
Okay, let's come back to people that are gone. How do you rate the former governor or government of Anambra State that you also said here that you served under?
Yeah, I don't want to go into the politics of rating Anambra governors, but the truth of the matter is that if you judge Governor Obiano objectively, you see that in the history of Anambra State, that man remains the best. Because if I judge him well, everybody will say, because you worked with him, he gave you a job, he made you a special advisor. My brother, you judge people based on infrastructure development in the state, right? Roads, buildings, establishments, right? Mbadi Nuju probably should have taken most of the glory when it comes to infrastructural development he put on ground. Like that Ekweme Square, Mbadi Nuju, the Dorakunyele, Mbadi Nuju. Now, Obiano Ngige came, he did roads up to the point. So you can't even start judging him because he didn't finish. But the roads he did were, fundamentally up to standard, and people loved him for that, especially with the problem he was having when he was doing those things. Then he left. Of course, Ezeoke was truncated. P2B came. P2B did well in terms of
human infrastructure,
social development, good, MDG, all these like education, things that you probably could not see. I'm telling you this objectively. P2B entrenched the culture of trying to give quality education, quality healthcare. So those things he put on ground. You may not be able to say he built this, he built that, except maybe one or two, maybe the health center and the
universities that he built.
The university, yes. So in each judge P2B, you probably might not judge him right when you want to use road.
He built road, though. He built road. He built multiple roads.
You may not be able to judge it, even though Obiano built roads too. P2B built road, but when you road in Anambra State, Chris Ngige. I just want to be objective with you. So Obiano, those three flyovers, whether you want to call it any name, in Oka, he was the one that did that.
Odera calls it Okikube.
That's what he calls it. But he's still serving even that Odera. He drives across it every time on Oka. Yeah, he serves him. Then he built the airport.
Sure.
He built the International Conference Center. Even the hotel that P2B started, he was the one that finished it in Agolo.
Golden Tulip.
Golden Tulip. So ShopRite too. So, my brother, if you want to talk about Ima Ndebai, I believe in a governance. If you do your bit, it's a continuum. That's why I said, let's allow Soludo to finish his 4 years so that we can also judge him by, okay, he did this, he did that, he did that. And so comparatively, go and also say, and you can now say, between this person, this person, this person, who do you think did more? So, and I'm not here to say that this is the best. The whole governor said, I'm hoping, me myself, I'm hoping to be governor of Anambra State one day. So that I can hear the Madegu. People, power should be given to people like us. People who already have a reputation to protect. People who already have fans that love them to death. Right? If I didn't have that reputation,
So
I wouldn't achieve what I achieved in the House of Assembly.
So you are warming up. You are warming up after Soludo. I mean, after Soludo or whoever comes after Soludo. That means by the
Yes,
time
I'm a member of. Right now, I'm a member of APGA. So and in APGA, we have zoning. We have zoning in APGA. So we'll just be looking at it. Zoning in APGA means that South will spend 8 years because North spent 8 years. It's assumed that Peter Obi from Central did 8 years. Then handed over to Obiano from Central, he did 8 years. And has handed over to Soludo from Central. Who should
from North?
Eh?
You said Obiano from Central, and I'm saying Obiano from
Sorry,
North.
Obiano from North. Obiano from North, yes. That was a slip of tongue. You know, so from Obiano to Soludo from South. So we are hoping that Soludo will do well enough so that the opponents will not, truncate the APGA plan, and I'll be consistent in this until I leave APGA, assuming I want to leave.
Yeah, but some people are beginning to make arguments now. I believe you have read some of it, that the reason why APGA Peter be pushed for that time is for equity, so that let everything go round. That after going round, then it stops. It will now become who wins. Some people are making the argument already.
That after going round, okay? Where will the round stop?
The round will stop with Soludo now.
As in after his next 4 years, or after
assuming he wins another 4 years.
No, if he stops, assuming he wins and rounds up 4 years, it will go to Central now.
So that's starting again. That's where you started.
That's where he started now. But that's where he started, objectively speaking. He cannot start from any other place.
No, that's where he started under Peter. So eventually, if Central has done, North has done, and South has done, people are now arguing it should stop. No more zoning, because everybody, then you now leave it open.
Oh, is that what you mean? So Lucian and Kenny Central alone on Chama Putana is on side. Lucian boy, Lucas then Azobia. Anyway, I trust Central. Central is the senatorial zone in Anambra State that has the most sagacious, the most vociferous, the most dynamic set of politicians in Anambra State. I stand to be you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I doubt if I'm wrong. Central is the most powerful.
Anyway.
Central is where Uche Kunife comes from. Central is where Konko comes from. Central is where Oscar Sidoka, my brother, comes from. His brother is from there too. Ifeanyi Ibezi is from Central. Let me tell you something. Any attempt for anybody to even start thinking like that is a joke. Chris Ngige is from Central. Nah. Anyway, let's not go there until when it's time. I told you that the only thing that will sabotage anybody that is coming to drag governorship with Soludo is the fact that Central is ready for leadership. Central is ready to take over the reins of government in Anambra State and change Anambra change Anambra. Check the people who come from Central as they take manage Anambra. Peter Obi was prudent. Chris Ngige was a road master. You understand? So the truth of the matter is that Central, the Nkwadobe, nature.
But some people are also saying that if Labour Party takes over, let's assume that Valentine Ozibo upsits Soludo, takes over, that he's going to do the foundation to hand over in one tenor.
Yes,
to you guys
I
continue.
don't think it's. See, I will always tell people, you know, the only way Labour Party can unseat Abga in Anambra State is only if Peter Obi is contesting.
Or shows more interest.
Or that's as in, or carry this, that's the campaign like say Nahim. Otherwise, it will be difficult. Because see, the last election is a big lesson. It's a very big lesson. So it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult for everybody. It's going to be an interesting election though. But by and large, I doubt if it will be possible to unseat the Afghan government, even though it's not the way it used to be. It's not the way it used to be. Obviously, there's a new man in the saddle, and he came with his own. You know, everybody comes with their own style. So I don't even think Afghan is as strong as it used to be. But even at that, I know the level of is it hate or disdain, the dislike
within the rank and file.
Yes, when the past governor wanted to go for his second term, it was like everybody felt no, nobody gave him a chance. But he came back with 21. In fact, he now did better than he did
21/21.
Yes. He now did better than he did when he was brought in the first time. But the first time was, I think, 17/21.
Anyway,
you understand?
That's an argument for another day. That's an argument for another day. Many of us.
Yes. You know, let's not talk about politics. Let's just now tell the world about Tony OneWeek and my music. Let's concentrate on my music now. No. And I want to appreciate the fans, people that came in to watch, even though we shared the link quite late. But I know that the fans of Njenje Media team, God will bless you guys. This is not going to be the last time we'll be here. So I thank you so much, my brother.
Yeah, thank you. I think moving forward, what will happen is, you know, as we keep on collaborating, some of your UK tours, if we are there, we are going to help to, you know, shoot out those messages physically. The ones that I can join you, I would endeavor as much as possible to join you.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you. And thank you very much for being my guest this evening.
Thank you so much. God bless you, bro. Cheers.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Cheers. All right.
My friends, them be friends for life. All my years in the Supremos Comradium, I gather many friends in the journey of life. Dennis Omuzulike, Pastor J, Wilson Etolo, Chifo, Caterpillar, AB Cowboy, LSF to walk, let Chifo Wele. Rest in peace. Emeka Rola Sejeze, Ostaino Milado, Walking Benson, Chief Yellow Man, Adam Hama, Chief Ike Kelo, where you dey cancel, Chief Obanje, Achebasi, Chief Balewa, LSF Watode, Chief Abortion.
So thank you very much for being guests this evening. You joined us. It was an interesting Friday hangout. Next week, Friday Hangout, we will be having a woman as my guest, a woman from the Caribbean who is a Dibia and has done enormous things. And she is going to explain in certain context the real meaning and some things you never expected that someone who did not grow up in the mother continent would know. Obviously, she knows more than many people who grew up within this continent regarding the core African for Market Day calendar and how it influenced the Western calendar. This conversation is going to be held like as usual in a relaxed atmosphere. I will now say, on that note, thank you very much for being my guest this evening. I am still Maazi Ezeoke. If you haven't subscribed to this platform, by all means, please, please, please click the like button. Share this conversation with my good brother, Tony OneWeek Muanagor. Share, like, and subscribe to Njenje Media TV, where we explore the truth behind the headlines you read every single day. And I say, have a wonderful weekend. God bless. Bye for now.
Ah, la, 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 la.